Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the crypto market. It's an absolute mess, in my opinion, at the moment. And we're going to look at some of the warnings that have been put out by the likes of JP Morgan and so forth. A lot of things that resonate with my opinion. So we're going to dig into it and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. Now, one thing that I would say is nothing in this video should be treated as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You should treat this as educational purposes only. Make your own decisions before making any investments. Now, I really want to put that out there because, I'm going to say my views and my opinions on the state of the market currently. And you should go away and you should FOMO into research based on, what it is that we cover on the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, then mash up that like button. It really does support the channel and I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And do jump in our Discord. There's over 4,500 people talking about crypto 24/7, supporting one another, navigate the space safely. And that is a must in a market like we're in. Definitely a benefit to basically hear other people's mistakes and learn from them so you don't need to make the same mistakes. Now, it's absolutely free to join. The link is in the description of the video and you will not regret going down there. Okay, let's go down to the desktop. Okay, so here we are on CoinMarketCap. Now, the total market cap of all crypto is pretty much neutral, down 0.04% at the time of recording. This may change by the time the video goes out. We're sat at $923.34 billion and Bitcoin just hovering above 19,000. And I do think that 19,000 is likely to get broken and we're going to go down. But maybe we need to go up before that happens. It's on a knife edge and it really depends on the events that are happening. There's some big events happening today and over the rest of this week. So an important week for crypto that can decide whether we go up or whether we go down. And I think we could see both over the period of the week, to be quite frank with you all. But with that said, I do still expect lower lows. Now, Europe is in a recession already. Some would argue that the US already is as well. But I do think that it is going to be probably in the next few months if it isn't already. But I'm not in the US, so people in the US can let me know in the comments below, how you're finding it. What are the fuel costs? What are the energy prices? How is it impacting you, the cost of living? Let me know in the comments below. Really interested for you to share that with our community to let us know, for those that aren't in the US. And if you're in Europe or the UK, let me know how you're finding it as well. Really interested to know. Just let us know where you're located when you make your comments, right? So let's get to the JP Morgan stuff, right? And very, very serious. JP Morgan CEO issues a stark panic warning that could hit the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum and cryptocurrency. So, I mean, that is some headline. And, basically what they're saying is, in short, right? And I will link this in the Discord for you to read through at your leisure. They're pretty much saying that, crypto is a risk asset, right? And basically, we could see another 20% drop in stocks, right? And we're not just going to see it there. This is a number of different financial instruments that are going to be impacted by the stuff that's going on in the real world. Now, we have seen, some level of, escalation between Russia and the Ukraine. And, look, I don't want to get into politics and the war and everything like that, but you do have to kind of touch on these subjects because they really do impact the world of crypto and other financial mechanisms. So, we need to be aware of these, right? And, with the escalation, this could, really get out of hand. I hope and pray that it doesn't. And my heart goes out to everybody in the Ukraine that are massively impacted by everything that's happening at the moment. But with all that said, we've got to be really cautious in this market. Now, lots of influencers are telling you that the bottom is in, and they could be right. Nobody really knows where we're heading, right? Nobody's got that crystal ball. But one thing that I would say is a lot of these influencers are pointing at indicators that haven't been through, I guess, a financial, situation like what we're going through right now with a war and everything that's happening, recession. This hasn't been, caught up in the history of cryptocurrency so far. So utilizing indicators based on historic events with such a small data set is not always the best thing to do. And this is what leads me to believe, with my experience, which I do think is, greater than many in the space when it comes to financial markets, that, a lot of these indicators are going to be, they're going to fail. They're going to be invalidated. And, people are going to come to the realization that, crypto, as fantastic as it is, and the next generation of tech that's coming through, and, the amount of adoption that we're seeing across the board, more banks, and we'll come on to that in a moment, taking, on crypto products and stuff like that. It is all positive, right? And it's not going to be going away, is the point that I'm poorly trying to articulate. Now, with all that said, I expect price to pull back. And that is pretty much what JP Morgan is saying, expecting 20%, on stocks to drop still. And, this is likely to happen over the next 8 to 9 months is their forecast. So, look, you've got to take everything that these people say with a pinch of salt, but it does align to my thought process currently that, the next sort of 12 months aren't going to be the prettiest. And the best position, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, not financial advice, is to have money on the sides ready for the fantastic deals that are going to be coming our way. This includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many other altcoins, right? So here we go. Next article, high risk crypto activity surges in Eastern Europe amid Russia-Ukraine war. Chain analyst, has kind of brought all of this to our attention. High risk activity in Europe, Eastern Europe, is on the rise. Activity remains on par with North and Latin America. So this is an interesting report. The report reveals that 18.2% of all crypto transactions in Eastern Europe are associated with risk or illicit activity. So look, there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money off of the war in Ukraine, and there's a set agenda to make things, particularly crypto, look more sinister than they actually are. So I take it with a pinch of salt, but ultimately, crypto is being utilized for criminal activity around the world, right? Alongside fine art, for example, that doesn't get the airtime. Moving on to more positive stuff, BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank, launches crypto services. The bank will store private keys and provide bookkeeping services. This is fantastic news, right? And again, I will link this in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure. Right now, with all this positive activity from the banks and the adoption that we are seeing, indicates that crypto isn't going anywhere. But what I am trying to articulate to you in this video is, over the coming months, expect your portfolios, if you're going to stay in crypto, to become much less valuable in the short term. Now, if you're fine with that, that's great. And, you've got to go, do your own research and take everything that I say with a pinch of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this as educational purposes only. But I don't want to be the person, the influencer, that doesn't highlight these things as I see them, and people get caught up and in a really bad position. I'd rather be honest, transparent, and let you know my honest view on the markets. I think this is a fantastic opportunity. These prices are juicy now, but I do think they're going to be juicier in the coming months. Now, as that happens, do you want money on the side ready to purchase more coins, or do you want your money locked up in crypto assets? You know, I'm a mixture. I've got a mixture of crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging at these prices, you know, but small money. And as the prices get lower, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging more heavily and more aggressively. And you're going to see that if you're a member in our Discord, because we log all our buys and sells. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you found it useful, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.